Hey, Danielle Smith here, team leader with Keller Realty Central Delaware. And today I have Rosalia Martinez joining me for a quick conversation.
Hello, Danielle.
Hey, thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
So let's get right into it. We're going to talk a little bit about how you got into real estate and why you've chosen Keller Williams. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about a recent accomplishment that you've had. So let's start at the top. How did you find yourself into real estate?
Well, our team was started in 2004 by my husband. He's retired military. And in 2006, I joined him. And we quickly realized that helping people relocate, particularly our military, since we are retired military, those PCF moves are a bit difficult sometimes. But being there and being part of that was so instrumental for us. I think it became our passion to be able to help them through that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. You've lived through it and you understand it at a really intimate level, I would say.
Yes.
And so being able to pour back into those clients because you've experienced, I'm sure it's really rewarding too.
Yes, because any type of relocation is stressful.
Yeah.
And if we're there to help them through the process, it's worth it.
Awesome. That's great. So you started Team Martinez in 2004, right? And you actually joined Keller Williams in 2004 when we opened.
Yes.
So why did you decide to partner with a brand new company at the time?
Great question. We decided to partner with Keller Williams immediately as soon as we started because for us, culture is everything. And I felt that at Keller Williams, there is such an opportunity for growth. And most importantly, family is very important to us. And I feel that everyone here is part of my family. So they help me. If I need someone, they help me. We lift each other up. It's kind of like coming here to work. I just feel like I'm coming home.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It's interesting. You used the word culture and then you partnered it with almost being in an environment of growth, but also an environment of family. And so sometimes it's interesting because you hear people talk a little bit about culture and it doesn't necessarily partner with such a growth-minded atmosphere, which I love that you mentioned that.
Absolutely.
So that's why you chose us originally, right, to start out with, and yet you've chosen us for 22 years and counting. And so is there any different reason why you continue to stay with KW?
Well, interestingly enough, there was a portion of my life that I used to meet with agents from different companies.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear what every company, what they had to offer, every different company. And I still felt after all these years, I still feel like this is where I belong.
So let's talk a little bit about real estate. I mentioned this accomplishment that you've had and been recognized for, and we'll get to that later. But let's just talk a little bit about your real estate career. So has there been a time where you've had to stop doing something in order to continue to grow?
That's a great question. Absolutely. I'm a little, I feel like I always have to do everything myself.
Yeah, no kidding. I understand that. Just a tiny bit, Rosalia.
Yeah. So I had to realize that I can't do everything myself.
Yeah.
So I had to leverage. And that's something that I believe you helped me with. So I decided once I stopped and I pivoted, I leveraged and I started using a lot of the systems that we have in place. And I just kind of divvied everything out to help me out. And that took so much stress off of me.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to ask is what was the result of that? So it relieved stress. It also gave an opportunity to somebody else, right?
And it gave a little more structure.
Yeah.
Because that's very important in the business.
Are you glad you did it?
I am so glad. I fought you every step of the way. But I'm glad.
We didn't have to talk about that part. It's okay. It's okay. So what keeps you going?
Being able to serve the different families. Sometimes it's not about the sale, actually. It's about the difference that you make in people's lives and being there consistently and helping them through those transitions. And for me, it's being able to serve my clients and my family and my spiritual God.
I love that. So keeping it about your purpose, your reason around people and why you're originally in real estate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's great. Sometimes real estate can get really busy and it can get hard, and there's a tendency as humans that like we dehumanize the experience,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And so you're remembering your why, your purpose
Mm-hmm.
for it, and keeping the people you're serving at the heart of what you're doing.
Yeah, because it's just being able to see that person that comes in and it's looking for that perfect home, and you're able to help them through it and continue the relationship and see them maybe get married, the kids, and that's what it's
Yeah.
all about.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
keeping that relationship going.
You're at the space in business now where you're probably serving people's children or their grandchildren, right? So you've gotten repeat and referral business
Yes.
from the same families, which is incredible.
Yes.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Yes.
And so I know you don't want to talk about this part
I
of
don't.
why we're together. And you're humble, and we love that. And you don't really love the spotlight, and so we also love that about you. But you definitely deserve to be recognized. We are part of the Greater Pennsylvania region within the Keller Williams family. And so each year they look at the production of 10,000 agents or more across New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. And for the second year in a row, Team Martinez has ranked in the top 1% of those three states. And we've titled it Top 100. And so I know that you don't do it for recognition. You don't do it to rank anywhere. I know very much sometimes you're like, I don't even know what I've sold. I'm just helping people. Thank you for letting me share that and honor and recognize you and David and the team for your efforts. But I'd love to ask you a question around that. So, what would you say to somebody who would like to perform at that level, to be in the top 1%? What piece of advice would you recommend to them?
I would say success in the business is not one big moment, but is showing up and being intentional and keeping up with those relationships.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a
It
sprint,
is.
right?
Yes, yes, definitely.
And relationships matter.
Relationships matter. Yeah.
I think it's a great piece of
Mm-hmm.
advice. Well, talking about relationships matter, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I was so happy when I walked through the doors of Keller Williams the very first time and saw you on the other end of the table. So, talking about relationships, I appreciate you and thank you for being here today.
Oh, thank you.